broadcast now.
Stop and smile. The message it is clear. The girl wait for love. They do make appointment from appointment.
We are broadcasting to you live once again from the satellite station of the Voice of Biafra International under the bim-massob family, led by the able and unpretentious bearing of Chief Dr. Rafu Wazirike, a gentleman who doesn't talk much but believes vicariously in his mission with a hope indeed unrelenting that is a matter of time we are going to reach our Biafra Zion. We have every reason to be grateful to him, to be thankful to Ijele Ndibo, who in his own magnanimity has made it possible for us to use this particular platform to extend the olive branch to every Biafra individual as well as every Biafra group. This is the mission of the Voice of Biafra International. We are not here to preach war. We are not here to preach violence. We are not here to preach catastrophe of unending proportion. No. If that is our mission, we wouldn't have been able to get a license anyway, a permission to broadcast on frequency modulation to every part of the world by the German telecommunication industry. That is a credit to the bim-massob family, and we must be appreciative of Chief Wazirike for making it possible for us to sing this particular song right now. This evening, being Friday, the 23rd of March 2018, we are here live once again, broadcasting simultaneously on YouTube, on Facebook, and on our satellite, equally on Skype, and what have you. We reached out to you through every channel. We talk to you and you talk back to us. We are here to gather, to speak with one voice, and to share views, ideas, opinions. This is what makes us unique. And don't forget, we have competent members of the Voice of Biafra International who are always awake and up and doing, trying to make sure they satisfy the yearnings of our people insofar as information dissemination is concerned. All this and more bring us here day in, day out to speak to our own people. Don't forget, we are not just talking, but we are informing and sensitizing and mobilizing our people for eventual Biafra. Do not forget equally that in the last days, the man who saw tomorrow, Chief Dr. Rafu Wazirike, spoke unambiguously that we are almost on the threshold of the Biafra Republic, that before the year 2023, desperately and indeed unavoidably, Nigeria might go into shambles, giving right to 6 different autonomous republics, Biafra being the most outstanding one. Of course, we hold Biafra dearly and with deep passion. This is what each and every one of us is looking forward to. That particular day when our most beautiful flag shall be raised within the Committee of Nations in the United Nations General Assembly over there in New York. This will be a time when those who have never been taking us serious will now stand up and say, indeed, this is an example of African true nationalism that has come right now to liberate the dead continent of Africa, to stand firm and shining before the entire world. Do not forget what I've always said, wherever we go, we carry with us those seeds of enlightenment. Continue to plant them here and there, where every day our footprints, stumble on. This is what makes us unique. This is why we are called Biafra, the choosing race. And we make bold to say, indeed, we are the Zion of Africa. We are approaching the Biafra Republic. How prepared are we? Do not forget, when our biblical ancestors were there, before they left Egypt, there were a lot of preparations they were making, of course they made, to make sure either nobody was left behind or they did not forget anything tangible. Make no mistake about it. We must prepare just like how the Israelites of old prepared before they left Egypt. Let nobody forget his neighbor. Let nobody forget his brother. Let nobody forget his father. Not even their mother, not even their sister. We must enter the Noah's Ark at the same time because the flood is about to come down. Even if we are trying to cross the ocean and we are swallowed by the whale, be rest assured that in the city of Nineveh, this particular whale is going to vomit us. That will be a time when we shall be stepping our feet on that particular land that is met with milk and honey, which the Lord Jehovah has granted to us, from the days of old. With me right now from here and there are members of the Vobi crew, whose contributions indeed can never be underestimated. Let me begin from Japan, where Ere Chesina Udeze had just woken up from sleep with our people and then equally to learn from them. Let me call upon him now to say hello to fellow Biafrans and tell them what we can achieve today. Ere Chesina Udeze from Japan. Welcome to the program. Echezena Udeze. While we're waiting for him, he's a bit disconnected. Let me move down to Port Harcourt now and welcome Louis. Louis, are you there?
Lagos. Yes, sorry, Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay,
Louis
sorry,
is
please.
here.
Louis again in Lagos, not Port Harcourt. Okay, it's a Valentine audio that is in Port Harcourt. I'm sorry for that about that, please. Now, you are welcome to the program. Say hello to our fellow Biafrans who are already on the program right now.
Good evening, fellow Biafrans. Good evening, our wonderful audience. We pray you enjoy today's broadcast as you listen. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let us now from there, Lagos, move down to Accra and welcome Uche Diji. Uche Diji, after the introduction, we are going to take over the challenge of this particular broadcast. You are going to moderate. Uche Diji, you are welcome to the program.
Yes, my elbow moderator. Good evening, and good evening to all of you wonderful people of Biafra and the crew member of this Voice of Biafra International Station. I am your humble servant. Come on today's edition. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Uche Diji. Let me come back to Lagos again and welcome Ume Maslenos. Ume Maslenos, you are welcome to the program.
Thank you, Oracle. Good evening. And good evening to fellow Biafrans who are scattered all over the world listening to us this hour. I welcome you all to
Let us move on to Benue State, Makori in particular. Uchenna Okeke, are you there with us right now?
Yes, the Oracle. I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you, fellow Biafrans all over the world. My pleasure having you all listening to the Voice of Biafra International. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much, Uchenna Okeke. It appears your own services are quite clearer than any other person. The lead in this particular moderation, while Uche DJ from Accra will assist you. The reason for saying that is that your own line is clearer, very, very clear. It sounds loud and clear that even Biafrans in Finland, in faraway Finland and Northumberland in England, are right now hearing your voice. Uche Okeke, you know what we are here to discuss today. Few days ago, Ijele Ndigo, Chief Dr. Akubazike, told his own people, his own followers, the bim-massob family, that we are now knocking gradually on the threshold of our own Biafra Republic. Now, if we are now getting ready, let me ask you, tell fellow Biafrans, how do you think we shall prepare for this eventual exodus? Remember, when I talk of exodus, it does not mean we are going to leave one land and go to another. No, we are already there. Rather, all we have to do is, how prepared shall our people be to have their own republic without repeating the South Sudan catastrophic experience? Uche Okeke, take over the challenge. The floor is open.
Thank you very much, the Oracle, the moderator from Germany. It is a pleasure assisting the program from Makodi here in Nigeria. And I sincerely want to once again to welcome all the crew members from all around the world, Japan, Asia, those in Lagos, Nigeria, in Port Harcourt, and the rest of us in Biafra land. I welcome all of you in our tonight's broadcast. At the same time, I welcome all our listeners, our brothers and our friends all over the world. As you all know, we are here to discuss the preparedness of us stepping into our promised land. Just like as Valida have said, some few days back, informed us that we are just a step forward to enter our promised land, and we want to ask ask this as a question to all Biafrans and friends of Biafrans, the well wishers. How prepared are we in welcoming this
Okay, please,
sovereign nation?
Uche, hold on, please. Let me use the opportunity and welcome people who I'm seeing on the front screen of our monitor here. Isaac Chukum, of course, is there. Jackson Davis is there. George Ugo Ihedeti is there watching. Chuk Sunday, Okoye, Ebuka, Ebidosnato. So he said, of course, my noble woman here, Vivian Chin, is there. Inkai Good is there. Stella Onyenemba, of course, is online. Chinedu Jude Biafra is there. Ilo Ezioyi. Chinwe Iwoha. Okechukwu Ezebilo. These gentlemen out there watching. Uchenna Women, of course, is there. Osmani, this one, I don't know whether it's a Muslim from Sudan or from Saudi Arabia, is there watching. Abuti, of course, Benebas. One for Achebe. Ozigara Chinenye is there. Bidwell and Ekwe. Ifeanyi Nneji, Okeke Samuel, Oyima Okezue Ruben, Nwachukwu Solomon, Umaru Abdu, Akpo Gabriel, Onyedika Emmanuel Enumarada, Kelechi Silas Yilo, of course, Valentine Ugu is there, Kasimia Nwachukwu, Ema Chiokwe, of course, Nkem Oma, Olua Andrew, Samuel John, Chukwemeka Abaze Joseph is there, Owen Owens Chisco, Ochinoso Chinosco Eze, and very many others. The list is unending. All these gentlemen I'm seeing on the front screen right now are already watching, listening, contributing their quota. Back to you, Uche Okeke, and give them welcome once again.
What a host of listeners all over the world. Honestly speaking, we welcome all of you for your attention and coordination with the Voice of Biafra International. We sincerely welcome you on behalf of the crew members. I welcome you all, and may God bless you. Even as you invite more of your friends to listen to the voice of the voiceless, the voice of the people. And as you all know, our topic for tonight's broadcast, we all have been anticipating for this wonderful nation called Biafra. And by the special grace of God and your own effort in your own quarter, we know that you have made a lot of contributions to see that we have our own sovereignty. And by His grace, the grace of God, we are very, very, and they're already inside the sovereign country called Biafra. And that is why we want to ask, we are asking it as a question in our today's broadcast. How are we prepared since we have been anticipating for the arrival of this nation? And very close to us, the country, we are seeing it clearly to us. So we are asking you this question, all the Biafrans and friends of Biafrans, how prepared are you? And I want to bring my colleagues in, if not we are going to discuss this together to hear and to know how prepared we are. I would like to start with my brother from one of our brother, the crew member from Ghana, Uche Biji. Uchediji, are you there with us? Please, can you tell us how prepared are we?
Yeah, my elbow brother Uchenna Okeke. Good evening and good evening to all Biafran that is listening to this edition. All over the world, I am saying welcome once again. This is your humble servant Uche. I want to answer your question that we are indeed prepared and also warming up. We are just doing exercise and waiting for this new bouncing baby. We are already in Biafra. What we are asking for is recognition because we have started the preparation. That is the reason why we know there is something called Biafra. We have started the preparation again after the war through our humble servant, the Chief Dr. Rafu Walriga, who made it possible for we to open Radio Biafra station in Washington, D.C. And also made it possible for Radio Biafra station to be opened in London that was stolen away anywhere before this radio station, Voice of Biafra International, re-established in Germany. We are getting prepared indeed, and when you look up and down, right and left, you will understand that Chief Dr. Rafu was get on the way, getting prepared, have submitted several documents to United Nations, and also getting his men ready. So, when in all indication, we have our ministers, we have agricultural ministers, we have all the rest of them. Oh, we are very, very prepared when our march in the, I think that was a Duke Memorial celebration surfaced on YouTube and internet, you will recall that States of America beginning to state that the only country they are going to recognize the country that comes with non-violence. So, because they saw some of our else militaries and some of our security personnel marching and showing off their strength and uh, their
Hello, Mr.
ability to handle or anything.
Yeah, sorry. Anytime somebody is talking and the service continues to fluctuate, another person can take over right away. Well, of course, we have to welcome right now Ozioma Onoha and Kinsley Ako Okereke. All the gentlemen and ladies are still logging on to our program. In talking about this particular preparation towards homeland Biafra, let us not forget that the bim-massob family shall not cross the Red Sea alone. We are taking along any other group in this our agitation. We are taking IPOB along. We must hold them in the hands because our children who are still learning to crawl, they might not walk very, very fast. We are going to go home with them. We are taking Billy along. We are taking the Zionists along. We are taking any other group, any other individual. No person shall be left behind except he or she who intentionally allows himself or herself to be left behind or who appears to be drawing us back because we have a target, we have number of days or weeks or months to reach Biafra land. And any attempt to drag us back, we shall not hesitate to leave that person to continue to dwell in Egypt. In the time or years to come, his own children and children's children might join us. That is what I have to say. Over to you, my moderator.
Thank you very much, the Oracle. I want to thank our proper correspondent from Ghana, Uchediji, for his contribution. He has made it clear that we have gone very far in welcoming this great country. And I also want to hear from our correspondent, bim-massob from Lagos. Brother, please, can you tell the world how prepared we are welcoming?
Meanwhile, Okoye Ebuka Ebidosie Onato is saying, he's greeting every Biafran saying that my brothers, let us be honey and truthful because Biafra has come. This is from Okoye Ebuka Ebdosie Onato. Of course, Ebuka Stanley is joining, saying hello to all Biafrans. Back to you, my moderator.
You're welcome, Mr. Ebuka. You're highly welcome, and God bless us as we all witness the country Biafra. So over to you, Ume.
Yeah, thank you, Uchenna Okeke. Yes, like the question said, how prepared are we? Of a truth, we are fully prepared. Because for a very long time, since 1999, when Chief Dr. Rafu was started this project for New Biafra, from that very moment, we started preparation for this period. We started preparing for this period we are into now. Because it is said that in Igbo that
Oh, God.
when we started it, that people thought that we were joking. And just like our Lord Jesus Christ fell 3 times on his way to Calvary, with under the weight of the cross. Reach out to our people. First, it was in New York. He established the voice of Biafra. It felt like the first falling of our Lord Jesus Christ under the weight. A second attempt was the Radio Biafra in London, which also failed to carry out the purpose for which it was established because of selfishness of an individual. Before the third, which is this voice of Biafra International, and I believe after this, there won't be any again. This one is the one that will usher us into Biafra land. Just like after the third fall of our Lord, he then made it straight to Calvary. So, I think you're already there. All what we have been putting on ground are signs of preparedness. Our security are signs of preparedness. Even the bim-massob family, where you have various ministries that have already been fully prepared to start running of the government. Then for our brothers and sisters all over Nigeria, whose properties and the investment have blindfolded to the extent that they think that once we have Biafra, they will lose all those things. We also made preparation for them all and their properties, because none of them is going to lose any of their investments anywhere. These are the preparations the bim-massob family under the leadership of Dr. Rafu they have been making for the past 18 years to 19 years now. Despite the fact that our brothers and sisters who never knew that we were preparing for a particular day, not that we were fully people, because we were insulted, but to never mind, just as our Lord Jesus Christ was spitting upon. And so many other things, we never mind. We kept moving until this day. To God be the glory that we can see the light, and people can begin to feel the gentle breeze of Biafra blowing all over them. That is sign of preparedness. So if I'm straight, we are fully prepared. Even if they ask us to take off this moment, I don't think there's anything that will be lacking in terms of preparation and every other thing. Because we have already prepared for everything, infrastructurally, humanly. Because I remember when a particular question was put to our leader, in the person of Chief Dr. Rafu, about the resources he put on to run Biafra, if Biafra is eventually given to him. And he said, without mixing words, that he has human resources. And that human resources, he has already prepared them very, very well for this particular day that we are looking up to. So I don't think there's any way we are lacking in preparation. We are fully prepared. So let whatever God has prepared for us as a gift in this season, may it please Him to release it unto us because we are fully prepared.
Now, let me cut in there. Let me cut in there. When we talk of preparation, it encompasses a lot of things. If we have our Biafra today, tomorrow, which let me say, is already there, are we going to be importing food to feed our teeming population, or are we going to be self-dependent on food production? This is a question. Are we going to be buying food from the north or from outside the world? Are we going to cultivate cassava in large commercial quantity? Are we going to cultivate yam and have what we call this processing industries to make sure that we harvest our yam, process them, and stock them for the days of the jackal or the the days of the famine? Are we going to? This is yam. This is cassava. This is potato. Very many other cash crops we have in Biafra land. Are we going to mobilize our people to go into the farms to cultivate the yield? Or are we going to continue to carry files from one office to other? Why hunger continues to kill us? Why we continue to import food? Ordinary rice we can harvest from Abakaliki, Anambra, Enugu. We keep on importing. Cassava, yam, potato, what have you? Even cocoyam that is very, very nutritious and can even heal cancer like we have been told. Are we going to cultivate cocoyam in large quantity and stock all these things and be able to export to foreign countries that need them? This is a word of preparation. If we are not preparing to harvest from our farms, we are not ready for Biafra. That is agriculture. Remember, we have a lot of things in manifold variety. Fruits, vegetables, of whatever you can think of, we have in Biafra land. How are we going to mobilize our youth, our women, our girls? You and I must be ready to go into the farm to cultivate the yield for us to feed our Biafran population. That is one. Number two, in terms of technology, are we going to continue to import vehicles from Germany, from England, from America, from Japan? Or are we going to make sure that every vehicle we are going to use in Biafra land is home manufactured? Because when we manufacture vehicles in large quantity, in commercial quantity, of course, we shall be in position to export our cars to foreign countries. Are we going to manufacture vehicles home or to import? This is part of the preparation. Apart from that, when we talk of the armed forces, all our military hardware, are we going to find a way to manufacture them, name them rocket, call it whatever you like, or are we going to depend on America, Britain, Germany, Japan, and what have you, or China for all these things? That is, by the way, are we prepared to go back to Biafra land? Remember, it was Temamua of China in the days or years past who told Chinese, if you cannot have your own clothes here, homemade clothes, go naked. Are we going to be importing materials from Italy, from Japan? Not from Japan, from China? Or are we going to improve our textile industries to make sure that all the shoes we wear, all the clothes we put on are going to be Biafran made? Are we ready for that? In the field of medicine, are we going to encourage our students, our boys and girls to go into researches, to delve into the sea, the ocean, to tell us what is obtainable beyond underneath the Atlantic Ocean, to come with their own researches and then improve the welfare, the standard living of our own people? Or are we going to import expatriates to come and teach us medicine? All these are ways of preparing for our own people. If we are not ready to manufacture all these things in Biafra land, we are not ready to go home. Getting ready for Biafra land is far beyond the rhetoric. We must do all these things to make sure we encourage our youth. Are we going to make sure again that career should be open to talent, where we have particular schools call it skill acquisition centers, where our boys and girls will go and learn how to develop their talents, their gifts. Are we prepared for that? All these and more are what we are talking about, preparing for eventual Biafra. How are we going to construct our roads? How are we going to construct our bridges? Are we going to use our local engineers, or are we going to invite engineers from Germany, from America, from England, from wherever you can think of? All these things in terms of communication and what have you. Are we going to encourage our people to go into proper research in the field of technology, sciences, name it? If we are not ready for all these things to be manufactured in Biafra land, we are not ready for Biafra land. We wouldn't want a situation when, if we are giving Biafra land, we use our mega resources to be importing whatever we don't know. No, we wouldn't want the white man to cheat us. Are we prepared to have our own Biafra made mobile phone? Are we prepared to have our own Biafra made television set? Are we prepared to have everything made in Biafra? Not a situation where you manufacture shoe in Aba and you write them made in Italy. Not a situation where so we manufacture vehicles, we say made in Germany or Japan. Not a situation where our own rice should be written, imported from America, from England, and from what have you. We want a situation where our brand name shall be made in Biafra land. Here in Germany, they are proud of their own identity. Whatever they do, they manufacture. They have their own flag there for the world to know this is coming from Germany. Are we going to emboss our beautiful flag on every product we made in Biafra land? All these are more our ways of getting prepared for Biafra. We wouldn't want a situation where we shall be caught unawares, where we are given a republic and we are still running from pillar to post. What are we going to do? No. Biafra shall be equally. We are going to be fishermen. We go to our oceans, our seas, and the fish. Bring out the best of the fish there to feed our teeming population. Biafra has the talent. Biafra has the wherewithal. Biafra has the human and the material resources to make all this is a reality. And when we are prepared for all these things, I have to tell you, Ume Maslenos, Uchenna Okeke, Uchenna Diji, Louis, of course, you are there. This is only the time we shall say, of course, Sunday Otis Day, that we are prepared for Biafra. But when we are not prepared to do all these things locally, my people, we are not yet ready. In that case, we have to postpone Biafra to the next century. Over to you, my moderator.
Thank you very much, the Oracle from Germany. Honestly speaking, you have taken us to the next stage of our discussion of the broadcast this evening, and that is to enlighten our people more on the angle of preparedness. But the truth is that our people, we are prepared, and also I believe that we are seriously prepared. And this has to do that any one of us. This is an advice of preparedness. Our preparedness shouldn't be like that of Nigeria, in which we're in today, that has nothing of their own that they can be proud of. In Nigeria, that has crude oil, but they cannot refine the oil in their own country. This is not the type of Biafra we are anticipating for. I want to believe that the preparedness we are talking about is total independence, total sovereignty,
Exactly.
total freedom, total freedom. We don't depend on any country for anything.
Total independence.
We have the flag.
Total independence. You got the word.
Yeah.
Total independence.
Thank you, sir. Just like as you have said, whatever talent that God has blessed you with as a Biafran, please, on your own, develop it. Then allow the country to take over from you. The country will help you to expand on it. This is the country we are waiting for all of us to be in. We have it all. Talk about science and technology. We have it all in Biafra land. And we are using this medium of broadcast to encourage all our endowed brethren all over the world. Please use that your gift to lift this nation up.
Now, excuse me,
as
Mr.
we are
Moderator. Excuse me, Mr. Moderator. Excuse me, Mr. Moderator. I'm sorry to interrupt you. You remember a few days
all
ago,
right.
Nigeria's communication minister told the Nigerian government that they must harvest Biafra. They have to recruit
Yes.
Biafran scientists. Those people that sustained the civil war for 3 consecutive years against Russia, against Britain, against Sudan, against Egypt, against the Islamic world. That Nigerian government must harness the resources of all these people. But we are saying no. We are going to harness and harvest them only when we reach Biafra land. This is what I'm saying. Back to you, my moderator.
Yes. Thank you very much. And we are still saying and making a lot of points on this so that we will not get ourselves confused. Get ready. I sincerely want to appreciate the bim-massob leaders and all the members of the bim-massob for the journey so far. You have done wonderfully well in patience, following the rules and the terms of freedom fighting. I sincerely want to appreciate all of you, no matter your little contribution on this regard. We sincerely appreciate all of you. And that is not where it ends. We need to get rid of corruption, corrupt people, and that is why myself as a person, I like what has happened within some few years back. A lot of people have shown to the Biafrans who they are, and we know how to deal with such people when the time comes. So, whatever you are in Biafra, please tell us who you are, your real identity, so that we know how to handle you. If you are the bad type, Biafra knows how to handle you and to give you a normal orientation so that you can behave well. If you are good, we know how to arrange you. We know some people showcase their talent. November 2017 at Owerri, when we had a program at Owerri, Biafrans, we are handling those people very well, and the country is developing their talents. And so, show us your real identity, and we know how to handle you. So that is the essence of our broadcast this evening. Please, wherever you are as a Biafran, be it an Ibibio, Igbo, Ijo, Ishekiri, whosoever you are, show us put you on the right track and bring you back if you are going astray. Thank you. At this point in time, I would like to call our brother Louis to respond from Lagos. I don't know, is he there with us? One of our correspondents from Lagos. Louis, respond.
Moderator. Good evening to you.
Good evening.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for the opportunity given to me to speak on this issue. First and foremost, I want to thank God for an opportunity like this. I want to thank our audience. I want to give thanks to the PIM as a leader. What he has introduced to us is what we classify as the science of what's decay. I like to say that we have disappointed those who hold on tenaciously that we are not capable of piloting our own affairs. We have disappointed them. I like to say that we are prepared in all ramifications. From road construction, we are prepared. From banking and finance, we are prepared. Technology, commerce and industry, we are prepared. Tourism and all that encompasses agriculture, we are prepared. We are prepared to set a high standard, especially in zero corruption. We have talent, we have resources, both human and natural resources. And when it comes to education, the PIM and Biafrans are highly prepared. The men and the wrongs that are taking place in Nigeria Federation can never be found or be repeated in the land of Biafra, the land of the rising sun. Especially the principle of non-violent non-exodus, where we shall institutionalize this principle in Biafra land, where all African countries will come and learn what it means to, pursue your dream via non-violence, non-exodus. The beauty of what you are celebrating is that Biafrans are taking their destiny into their own hands. And all the young Biafran talent that showcased their talents last year, 26 November, at the seat of capital. Our capital is Owerri, there's no doubt about that. So those who showcase their talent should be rest assured that the Consortium Bank of Biafra shall sponsor, shall empower, shall train and make sure that all their dreams and aspirations come true. And when it comes to manufacturing, my brother, it is just like good morning because I can tell you that every household in Biafra land is well to when it comes to manufacturing. When it comes to industrialization, we are the land of Africa. You know, we have industrialized Nigeria, and I can tell you that when we take our destiny into the next 5 years, we shall compete with any world-class country you can think of. The Ministry of Art and Culture is putting up various programs to ensure that the celebration of that day will be highly colorful. And I'm very sure that every other event also colorful. Our guests, we shall entertain them. Biafra shall celebrate, and they will always have the God to thank bim-massob, to thank the leader of the leader and founder of Massob. And like you said, Oracle, we shall not leave our brothers and sisters behind. There is no one that we shall leave behind. I want to assure Biafra that are doing their businesses, both in the north, in the west, anywhere they are, that their lives and properties are, protected. Because I remember 2 years ago when our leader reminded us in one of the national dailies that he also wrote a letter to the United Nations to protect the lives and property of Igbo before and after self-termination. In other words, under the principle of non-violence, non-exodus, your lives and property are protected because Biafrans and Nigerians and other nationals have investments outside their own countries, and these investments are also protected because we have international law that guides what we are doing. I like to describe our leader as someone that I used to call the turbulent sea that make the womb a grave for the insolent. You know what he has done. In fact, when I look at his character, I keep asking myself, what manner of a man is this? This is a man that he has, accepted all kind of insult from his own people. This is a man that is so patient. He has put in a lot. He has groomed so many apostles. I am proud to say that I am an apostle of Uwazurike, or I am an Uwazurikeist, a follower of Uwazurike. And I am also proud to say that we have liberated our people. May 22, 2017, we have celebrated our independence, and what we are waiting now is sovereignty. Of course, sovereignty simply means recognition. Once recognition starts coming, then the sovereignty is there. We start spending our currency, our security man, our borders, our radio and television will be talking. So I want Biafrans to rejoice because bim-massob, we don't make noise. We do our things on the ground. We've put a lot on ground. Infrastructures from seat of power, the homes of the veterans. You can imagine a lot of things that we have done for our people. And in the no distant time, all the things shall be made manifest to them. So I say, may God bless the Republic of Biafra. May God bless all Biafra, both the ignorant and those that are in known. I say that the good Lord will strengthen children of God and keep us alive. The great tsunami that will be to the admission of the whole world and to the tears of our enemy and to the glory of progress. Amen. And
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Louis, to respond
And
from
sorry,
Lagos.
we are still welcoming our numerous listeners. Of course, Kenneth Nwonu is there, Chigozie Bomu is there, Okeke Samuel is there. He is happy that we said we want to carry our brothers in IPOB and other groups along towards Biafra land. Of course, Namani Ikan is there, Edim Ijima is there, of course, Omunna Obodechi is there, Chinedu Frank is watching, Nze Nwokede, Nwoko Titus. Engineer Festus Ebul, of course, Chima Ezoha, Okere, Ebere Rada Obare, Emeka Anyanwu, of course, is there, Emmanuel Tony, and very many others. I keep on welcoming them as they come to the program. Back to you, my moderator.
Thank you very much, the Oracle. And our listeners, we welcome you all in all happiness. And at this point in time, I would like to give the floor to our brother Sunday Oti. I don't know, Sunday Oti, are you there with us?
Yes, I'm there, fully on ground.
Okay, thank you very much. Please, can you talk to our people on our preparedness towards the
Yes, I
Biafran
want to greet you. I want to greet you, the coordinator, and I also greet you, the oracle. My greetings go to all Biafrans and all the friends and well-wishers of Biafra.
Yeah.
I thank everybody that has contributed. It shows that the spirit is one. We are working around the clock to make sure that it comes to reality. In terms of preparedness, I will tell you that we have prepared enough. Since 1999, we have been preparing for the coming of that new nation, for that newborn baby. And to tell you that we have prepared enough, our anniversary last year, we showcase our strength to the whole world. The oracle talked about technology. He talked about agriculture. I think, let me start with agriculture because that's number one. In terms of agriculture,
Sorry, please, please, those who are touching one object or the other, please suspend that. Some people are touching some materials or objects and it's causing a lot of distractions. I would rather gentlemen to suspend any other action they are engaging and listen to this broadcast instead of distracting. Bitte. Sorry, please. I'm trying to speak George. I don't know why it escaped my lips. Go on, please.
thank you very much. Thank you very much, Oracle. Yes, in terms of agriculture, last year we showcased our strength to the world. We have one of the biggest yam in the world, which I have ever seen. Is equal to a bag of rice. That's 50 kg. One yam that weigh up to 50 kg. I've never seen it before except in Biafra land. And we are even ready to do more than that. We have plantain that is as giant as human being. Come to couple with the new technology that one of our son or one of our brother, one of our citizens, Professor Chinedu Abodike, introduced to
Sorry,
us.
Sunday Oti, please. Sorry for this. Pictures and nowadays, this noise is coming from your angle. Please do something about it. There's it. All right.
Sorry.
Go on, Sunday Oti.
Yeah, thank you very much, the moderator. Yeah, as I said earlier, in terms of agriculture, we are fully prepared. We are fully prepared. We are on ground. And we are doing more now than even ever because we know that the nation is fast approaching. Then again, in terms of science and technology, we did more than we have been doing before. In 2003, we started agriculture. We started science and technology in new model. We built submarine. We built a lot of things. But last year, we also displayed our strength to the world. Different submarines, aeroplane, jet fighters was built and also displayed in our anniversary celebration. And this year will be even mightier than that of last year. And I want to tell everybody listening to us this time around that in terms of science and technology, we are going to show the world that there are different sides that they have not known. I think last week or so, the one of the minister in Nigerian government are begging the federal government to invite the Biafran technicians, Biafran veterans to come and teach Nigerian soldiers, Nigerian navies, and all the rest what they use during the Biafran war, which we know that will not be possible. Even if we are going to teach them, it won't be now. When the time comes, we'll tell them what it takes. So I want to tell everybody that we are fully on ground. We are fully prepared. In terms of education, we are coming up to tell the world what we have in stock.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, what we are emphasizing is that preparing for eventual Biafra means that we have to be food sufficient. We must go back to the farms, no matter where you are. Those of us abroad, we must visit home during the farming season to make sure all of us enter the farm, to make sure we produce food in large quantity to feed our Biafran population. You also mentioned it. We are not going to import technology. Rather, we are going to export technology. We are going to build our vehicles and use our vehicles locally. We are going to manufacture our military hardware. We are going to produce even anything you can think of. Our wares, our shoes, whatever it will take to make us an independent nation, we are going to do all these things. We are going to assemble all our men and women, our boys and girls. We are going to talk to our lecturers, our Biafran physicists, to make sure that some of these aircrafts our boys are constructing now will defy the force of gravity and fly up to high altitude. We are going to make sure that Biafra shall be an example of a nation in the making. The world will look at us as a model. We are going to do everything possible. Of course, somebody said it. We must avoid corruption in Biafra land. Our senators, our Biafran senators must not have more than 2 cars. I'm not trying to give how we're going to live, but then I'm trying to say things we have to do to make sure that Biafra becomes a sane society. We are going to make sure nothing like corruption in Biafra land. Onyerie, Onyerie shall be the motto of the Biafran people. When you try to take everything that belongs to the people, we shall say no to that. But what we are here this evening discussing is how prepared are we? Being prepared means being sufficient in anything you are manufacturing or producing and be able to export to the known or unknown world. You cannot say you are an independent nation. You import rice, you import beans, you import yam, cassava, coconut, palm oil, everything. Things you are supposed to produce locally, you keep on importing. Look at Nigeria. Nigeria has oil in abundance in Biafra land. Unfortunately, Nigeria as a rickety outgoing nation is still importing fuel from abroad. That is madness. That is a misplacement of priority. Days ago, Nigeria's finance minister was just struggling to defend herself before Brigade that was telling the Nigerian government yours is a misplaced economic priority. In Biafra land, we are going to avoid all these anomalies. We are going to train our people to be experts. We are going to catch them young. Like we said before, even the field of sports, we are going to train our boys and girls, able-bodied boys, to make sure we carry a lot of gold in the Olympics. We leave the World Cup, being the first African nation to do this. We have to start now preparing. We should not wait on the day of the flood. Remember, Noah started earlier on to build the ark. He never waited the day the flood would start. Otherwise, there wouldn't have been an opportunity for that. What we are saying is this. Every Biafran should now bend down, begin to think what we shall do to get prepared for our own Biafra. Of course, Kenneth Wally is there happy that we are, from the broadcast we are giving to our people, we are giving them the words of hope, and he is indeed thankful to Chief Dr. Rafu Wazike Ezigbo Buruburu for giving us this opportunity. Of course, Amaka Oti is there waiting, Ada Biafra, Rita Ebele Chukwu Anibok is there waiting, Valentine Mugodi is joining us from Port Harcourt, and very many others who are here, whose names I cannot even pronounce very, very well. Some are mixed names, Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa. I don't know. Of course, I have mentioned John Innocent is there, Peter Odia, and very many of them listen to this particular program. Gentlemen, fellow Biafrans, what are we going to do? How prepared are we for Biafra? This is what we are discussing today. Tell us your views. We are here to listen to you. Back to you, my moderator.
Thank you, the Oracle. Sunday Oti, please control your background, okay? Yeah, please just sum up because of the time, due to time constraint. We don't have enough time again. Please can you just run up with these few words, please.
All right, thank you very much, the moderator. As I was saying, in terms of agriculture, we are fully on ground. In terms of science and technology, we are good to go. In terms of education, in terms of sports, name them. We have prepared for good 19 years. And that music that we have been preparing, we want the world to ask us to bring them out. Let them showcase them what we have in stock. We are not joking. Yeah. We are not going to mention everything that we have in stock on air. We have to have the ones that we use to defend ourselves. But we are telling them that we have everything it takes to be a nation.
Thank you very much.
We are ready to feed Africa. For now, we are ready to feed Africa. Thank you very much, Demonstrator.
Thank you very much. I believe that our brothers are listening to us, even our enemy, the herdsmen, the Fulani herdsmen. We know they are just doing initial garagara. They should wait and see us in action when we arrive. Thank you. At this point in time, we would like to give our brother Valentine Ugoji from Port Harcourt the audience to talk to our people. Valentine Ugoji, are you there?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Moderator. Good evening, listeners.
Please check your background. Check your background, please. All right, go on.
Hello, dear friends, and all our listeners. You are all welcome to tonight. I am very happy at this topic that we are discussing tonight, and I want to let our people to know. Biafrans are ever ready. We are ever prepared. We are ever ready to take care of our people that we need to put in place. We know that we that makes us to be different from other nations. And that is why many people need us, and those our enemies are also afraid of us. When you talk of Biafra, when you talk of the area of science and technology, we are there. We have so many things that we are invested, like on last year. You will see that many of our scientists invested so many things and they cut it down during the Ojukwu Memorial, and that they take it to the world, support jet fighters, support bulldozers, support so many things which they did, and they operated up there. We find out that if these people, these young guys are skilled, we find out that the sky will be their limits. In the area of agriculture, we have the manpower, we have the strength, the wisdom, and we have what it takes to carry it out to get to where we are going. We are ready and we can achieve more. I am not just exaggerating, telling you that we are ever ready. The Minister of Agriculture, when they went into farming, the yam they brought was, if you see the picture of that yam, it shows you that we are ever ready to feed our people. And then we are ready to this contraction called Nigeria, and when we leave Nigeria, we will be better than the way we left. It's one thing I want our people to understand. You know, want us to know that is the nation and the people in it are ready to put everything in place. We are not going to leave Nigeria and begin to look back to ask for something else. No. But we are going to live and we need to be competitive. It will show you that we have the spirit, to of climbing higher people expected. That is one thing I want our people to do. I don't want anybody to be afraid of anything. Maybe and when if hunger will kill you, when you leave, you will come back to us. No, it is not going to happen like that. When we leave, all hands must be on deck. The younger ones will be caught early and will be trained to any aspect, any area in life. You know you can fit in, you'll be trained very well to fit in that area. Anything you know you can do very well, you will be trained in that field so that you can do it very well. It's not a situation when somebody is good in, let's say, in information, and you bring him in arts and science or in technology. No, that area that you know that you can fit in very well, you play in that area. And when you come out, you become the best. When you look at the world, where our people are, all over the world, you see that they are doing well. Some of them are doing well in so many other countries. You hear them doing one thing or the other very well because they fit there very well and they are carrying out the acts very well. So that is how it is going to be. We are going to work in the area of our specializations. Those areas we know we can do very well. We are going to be trained in those areas. We are going to carry out our activities to challenge the world. We are not just going to be or to be looking at people. No, we are going to be challenging the world to know how to go. Like our sports have started, our football has started. We have started training our people to select the best that will reach the world because we are going to be the first African continent that we carry. So we started earlier to do, and we are getting prepared for that country. So that when it happens, people will begin to wonder how did this happen? They know that now we have started doing. So that's how we did. We don't wait for the ready for us to start. No, we start earlier before the day comes. You look at the book of Proverbs, it said that we should go to and learn wisdom. The ants begin to prepare before the rain. That is
Yes, and let me chip in again. Sorry, please let me chip in again. You continue. When we also talk about preparation, those things that make South Sudan and the North Sudan to go into conflict, we must avoid them. That is why we must talk with every Biafra stakeholder. We must discuss with all our brothers here and there, other groups, to make sure that Biafra does not degenerate into a conflict when we are there. We must go home with everybody in the same boat, in the same train, for us to go there and with one mind, one accord, and say, this is our Biafra. This is our Biafra, not their Biafra. Biafra shall be for you, for me. Biafra shall be for all. There shall be no discrimination in Biafra land. But one thing we are certain is, if you give Biafra the best, Biafra equally shall give you the best. We are going to think of what we shall do for Biafra, for our children and our children's children, and not what Biafra shall do for us. America says that. When we have all these things in mind, greed will disappear from Biafra land. We are going to make sure that political appointments shall be on part-time basis to avoid corruption. Anything we are going to use to survive in Biafra land, we are going to look inwards, not outwards. The world shall learn from us. The world shall imitate us. The world shall emulate the beauty of Biafra. And Biafra is going to be the most beautiful country in Africa. We are going to make sure that we beautify Biafra to look like paradise annex. This is our promise. Back to you, my moderator.
Thank you very much, Oracle. As we were saying, on the 30th of September, Dr. Rafu Wazuike made a call for all the groups, all the leaders of the groups to come together so that we form a common front where all the groups will speak with one voice, because we are fighting for one cause, which is Biafra, and we have to speak with one voice so that we can get what we want. We know that only one person cannot get it. So what I was saying before my brother came up, we are going to think of what we will do for Biafra to be great, not what Biafra will do for us. We will start thinking. When you think, you do it, but when you don't think, you remember. So we make use of our brains. We must do smart work and not. So we have to start thinking now before the nation comes. We have to start planning ahead of time. We have to start thinking, what do we do to make this nation great? No, we have to sit up, we have to up to it. We have to stand out so that we will be an example for the world to see. We are going to stand out in Africa. We are not going to remain the way our brothers in the south maybe after they broke out, they started fighting. No, we have started coming together to put our house together so that there will be no conflict, so that every upcoming problems or crises will be settled before they come up. Now we speak with one voice. All of us, all the groups are coming together to speak with one voice. So that is one thing our chief doctor have achieved. It's one of the great things I saw you achieve, and I am happy about that. So what I am saying is that Biafra will be great. If Biafra comes, it will be great, because every preparations, all things happen to make sure it works out, to make sure we get where we have a plan for Biafra, and that plan was achieved. It must be fulfilled, and God is going to help us to get it in Jesus' name.
And I have to say that whenever Biafra comes, nations of the world will struggle to get Biafran visa to visit us. Biafra is going to be a tourist nation. We are going to harvest a lot of things. We are going to earn foreign exchange because, through our tourist industries. Before we continue, let us play a little bit of Biafra music. While the music is playing, we keep on welcoming our people. We welcome Obinna Ekemezie, Aneto Iyan, Mini Emilo, also Nze, Abela Imachakaza, Ukameka Eze Emeka, Chemere Ezenwa. All these people are there watching.
What is going on? Please.
We are broadcasting to you live on the satellite station, the Voice of Biafra International. We thank you, We are also thankful to Uchenno Keke, today's moderator. We thank you, members who is there now watching. We thank Sunday Oti, who is respond, all of them. Uche Gigi in Ghana, they listen plenty. These are members of the Voice of Biafra International Team. We can be their God is my name. We also welcome Valentine of God, the Prophet Chapel. Madam Boris Nketi from Germany. Michael Kaha, Germany. Yeah, exactly. That is music Biafra coming from Warrior, the well-known musician. Wherever he is, may God rest his soul. But his legacy will continue to be with us. We are learning a lot, and when that music keeps on playing, of course, we remember where we are coming from. We remember where we are going to. That music has gotten the natural tendency to accelerate us, to compose our minds, because we are heading towards Biafra land. When we get to Biafra land, the Nollywood shall swing once again into action and challenge the Hollywood. Our musicians shall perform on theaters and outclass Michael Jackson and what have you. We are going to have the best talents in the whole world. Biafra shall be a destination nation. If you have not reached Biafra, you have not gone to anywhere in the world. I tell you, Biafra shall be a task to the nations of the world. Every eye shall look towards Biafra. Every face shall move towards Biafra. Every step towards Biafra. Biafra shall be that particular God's creation on earth, where nations shall gather, waiting for the last day. This is the city of Biafra, the nation of Biafra, the country called Biafra. And we are telling you all this is asking you to tell us your mind as we tell you, because this is a voice of the people, for the people, and by the people. From the satellite station of the Voice of Biafra International, from the city of Munich, Germany, we are broadcasting to you live and direct. This is music Biafra. So entertaining, so nourishing, oh, so wonderful. Of course, we have a lot of things to discuss. If we keep listening to Biafra music, they say Chigeji, Chigabo. Makina Gegu Igbo, Ine Gegu Biafra, Obiana Ngangoli, Ihana Bandi Igbo, Ndi Biafra, Ndi Wayne Obuna, Ogo Laila Lobodai Biafra. I can me afọ ọbụla ebe anyị ga na-apụta na-agba egwu Biafra na-enye Jehova bi n'igwe ekelesi ya Chukwu kere anyị ime na mma dịrị gị maka na ahụhụ niile anyị tara n'ụwa n'ala Naịjirịa ọwụzi ihe efu ebe i mere ka anyị dị ndụ rute ala Biafra anyị na-egbu ikpere na na-enye gị otuto si gị otuto dịrị aha nsọ gị ebe. Back to you, my moderator. Our people are all watching and listening.
Yes, thank you very much, Ikenna Obibi Egono, our coordinator from Germany. We want to thank you for this wonderful evening broadcast. At the same time, I also want to still reflect on what you said earlier on concerning the advice given to us not to allow what happened in Southern Sudan and Sudan to happen to us. And that is why also I still want to sound it as a warning and an advice to our people. Refuse yourself to be used by the enemy to fight your own country. And that is the advice we are giving to our brothers anywhere you are, any part of the world you are, and the enemy is deceiving you, using money to entice you. I want to advise you refuse such offer because they are deadly and they are no good to your country. And at the same time, I want to say that every Biafran have to thank Chief Dr. Ralph Owazurike. That man is wonderful. If not for his level of wisdom and understanding, I don't know what would have been the situation in Biafra land today. But because of the type of person he is, he was able to control the atmosphere. When the fire engulfed the land, he was able to be calm and allow the whole thing to endure down. And that is why we have to thank him, appreciate him anywhere we see him and anywhere we are for such a gift to the Biafra land. We want to thank you, Chief Dr. Ralph Owazurike, the Ijebendibo Okenwa. We thank you so much for your brave actions and how you have led us so far in non-violence agitation to achieve our sovereignty. May God continue to bless you wherever you are, even as you are listening to your radio, which you have initiated. And we are only servant voices of you to the world. Thank you so much, our able leader. And also, I want to thank all the crew members right from Asia, Japan, Echezana Udeze. Echezana Udeze, I want to believe that you have something to tell the Biafrans, and we are all ears. Please, just make it brief. Thank you very much.
Now, I would want, before Echeza comes in, let us play music to welcome him. Echezana Udeze, because right. An important personage in the Biafran struggle, we must use a different music to herald their coming this evening. Echezana Udeze. This is music for you. That is enough. If we continue to play it, Echeza will forget what he wants to tell us. Echeza Udeze, over to you. We have more to play. Music Biafra.
You saying right now? Yeah. First of all, let me say to all the listening that's all over the world, but in Biafra land. Our discussion today is about our preparation for the coming of a great country of our mother's land, Biafra. Actually, we are saying we are doing. If I should correct that statement that we are or will, I would say that it is wrong because we have done it already. We have done, not that we will do or we are going to, but we have done it before and we will do it again. Before the coming of British Empire to our country, we have been into agriculture. We have been doing a lot of things. Technology, science, everything in our land before they came. Farming is a kind of family hobby in Igbo land, but it looks like they want to plant laziness in us, to destroy all we have built. What we are doing now is restoration, not we are not fighting for freedom. Let me put it this way: we are fighting for restoration. When you hear the word restoration, it means that that thing has been there before, that thing has been existing, and all of a sudden something happened to it, and now people come together to restore it back. We are not building a new nation. We are not building a new country. We are not fighting for a new country. Biafra has been an ancient country. It has been there. It has been there for long. But something happened to it. We have been farming. We have been into agriculture. I know when I was more around 80s, 90s, well, our parents took us to farm, to cultivate. We did a lot of jobs. But this time around, like we lost our focus. That's what we are trying to restore back. Restore back the dignity of Igbo, Biafra. Restore back the respect. If you look at what is happening now in our land, it's like our elders doesn't have respect anymore. And we are about to restore the respect for our elders and restore everything we have lost at back last time. That's why we are here. We are talking about restoration. If you are talking about preparation for Biafra, we have prepared for Biafra over 50, 60, 70 years ago. Only that the world doesn't give care to us. They don't want to allow us to go. But that's what it is that a man woke up in 1999 and started the same thing we done long ago. Started it again, and we're doing it again. We talk about music. What is it that we don't have? In Nigeria, we might not speak for Nigerian people, there's no Nigerian people anymore. Talk about importation. What are we talking about? We have all the plates to do it on our own. We have all the plates to do it on our own. But look at the enemy just want to attack everything, but we need to come back to just it better and secure we are breaking everything back. My advice to all our people, I said this thing, there were 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, I put it there. But among the people that will say that what after someone has go to school,
Speak louder.
go to school, get a certificate. If Nigeria doesn't want to use your skills, Biafra is if Nigeria doesn't want to employ you, Biafra is coming to employ you. Just don't take one time. Whatever you are doing, do it well. Are you a bricklayer? Take it serious. Are you among the serving person going on? Take it serious. Are you a wheelbarrow pusher, truck pusher? Take it serious. Whatever you are doing is all these things we are doing in our country, in our land, just the Western. Is everywhere in the world. In Japan, here, they have also only that they make more money than us. What we are trying to restore is the respect, dignity of our land. What we want. We are coming back to who we are. We are bringing back what people do want to know what for. If you know people from Nigeria, there's no Nigeria. If you know people from Africa, there's no Africa. So I address our people to you. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we are.
Yes. But more closer to your mic. So do whatever you can do. Give all you have for the sake of Biafra, but don't give your life. Your life, don't give your life. We Biafrans need you. We love you. That's why we don't instead give your strength.
All right, thank you.
Give your knowledge, give your wisdom. So let me stop here for now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, our brother Echezona, all the way from Japan, responding and talking to our people. I sincerely appreciate that your word restoration. Yes, we have prepared and we continue to prepare to restore the lost glory. And we are going to indeed prove to the world that we are equal to the task. All they have denied us all these years, we are going to restore them in 100-fold. And they are going to be dumbfounded on what they are going to see God will do to in Biafra to all of Africa. Just like a writer said that in Biafra, Africa died. And I want to tell the world also that in Biafra, Africa will rise again. And every power, every authority that has been pressing Africa down, their strongholds will be broken in Biafra. Thank you so much, our brother Echezona Udeze, once again. And I want to thank every one of us for all our contributions. And our brother, the coordinator of this radio broadcast from Germany, Ikenna Obibi Egono. May God bless you so much. Thank you very much. I don't know. I think we don't have much time again. Our time is fast spent. I don't know if you have some words so that we bring today's broadcast to an end.
Okay, thank
Over
you
to
very much.
you,
Thank you very much, Uchenna Okeke, for holding sway throughout the 2.5 hours of this particular broadcast. You have really done noble, and we encourage every other member of the crew to always take up the challenge when the occasion warrants. Beyond this hour, we are going to go to a brief talk before we call it a day. So, fellow Biafrans, fellow compatriots, of course, we have the pleasure of welcoming Ugochukwu Chika, Ejike Francis, Emmanuel Chukwu, Ogeku, Masco, of course, Christopher, he's there, Christopher Strong, Solomon, Somofa, I don't know, very many people listen to this program and they're happy. Many are saying, even if it will mean our crossing the river to get Biafra, to reach Biafra, we are going to do it. Of course, Peter Odea is saying that we are prepared to cross the river to get Biafra. Biafra is already there. And the Echezona really said it. We are talking of restoration. Biafra already is actualized. We are now going to restore everything. And when that is done, our beautiful flag shall be flying day by day. Don't forget that Biafra has the most beautiful flag in the world. It is confirmed.
Yes, sir.
So we are going to be proud of this particular flag. We are going to make Biafra a nation everybody shall be proud of. This Biafra shall be the dignity of every human creature. We are here and we shall be there to tell the world your problems are over. From the satellite station, Voice of Biafra International, we have been broadcasting to you all along. And right now, we have to call it a day saying, God bless you for being with us. We are gathering again on Sunday, same time. We are going to gather on Sunday at 8 o'clock Biafra time to tell our people what are your grievances against some leaders, against Biafra. Tell us what is making you angry about Biafra. We are going to explain to you. We are going to apologize to you if in any way we have offended. Next Sunday broadcast, rather this Sunday broadcast is going to be, tell us your grievances about Biafra or individuals. Do not hide their feelings because it's just like confession time. And after that, we pray for one another and we forgive one another because we must never carry heavy mind to Biafra land. We must never carry animosity to Biafra land. We must sound evergreen. We must sound very, very fresh in entering Biafra land. Anybody with ill motive shall not follow us to Biafra land. That is why we must do general cleansing of our mind, of our spirits, of our body. So that when we enter Biafra land, everybody shall be born anew, and we shall be called the blessed of the people. Once again, from the satellite station of the Voice of Biafra International, Ikenna Obibiagon has been your moderator. We thank you, Chenlo Keke, who has been handling Hodges well, Ume Maslenos, Echesra Udeze, Uche DG, Louis Response, Valentine Ugoji, Sunday Oti, all of them, those who are not here, Sonny Biaman, Michael Kaha, Osronia Francis, Sonny Bobo, Blessed Martino, Ibokwe Ejike, and very many others who are not here with us today. We say, whatever you may be, may God continue to bless you, and we say good night to you all.
Good night, sir. Don't go.